5 men arrested for gang raping and killing an Indian student on a bus in New Delhi are pleading not guilty. Joining me now is attorney Karan Thukral from New Delhi. So, Karan, a lot of complaints in the run-up to this trial have been that rape cases in India aren't often handled fairly in a court of law. Do you expect this one to be dealt with differently?
Definitely, this is going to be a very fast-track trial, since everybody has known that this has brought a kind of a very big public outrage on the street. They basically exhibited their grievances against the government and the loopholes prevailing in the law. So this is definitely going to be a very fast-track trial.
You know, the government's doing this to calm public anger, but what can we really expect coming out of the case?
This is definitely a step which is going to make them calm down. Since all accused have already been taken into custody, the trial has already initiated, it is already on the good stages, the charges have been going to be framed, the charge sheet has been filed. Definitely, this is not something which is going to be a backtrack or the government is lacking in something. This is going to be a good trial, and probably the accused will be definitely found guilty and they're going to be committed to punishment.
Okay, and I believe the figure is in 2011, only 15% of rape cases actually went to trial. Why is the figure so low?
So it basically depends. It basically depends on the facts and circumstances of each and every case. But yes, as per the statistics, the rate of the rape, the commission of this particular crime is very high in India, and there are many reasons for that which cannot be basically accounted in a single report.
Okay, but do you believe that laws need to change in India in order to protect victims of sexual violence?
Look, this is not something that the laws are not prevailing in India, but the implementation of the law has to be changed. The procedure, how the laws has to be implemented during the process of the trial and before the process of the trial are to be basically a kind of a bit of modified or something like that, right? The laws are prevailing, there are very deterrent punishments. Even in the case of gang rape, there is not less than 10 years of imprisonment. So this is something deterrent. This is not something that the law is not prevailing in India. There is law, but it needs to be implemented. This is the main question, that how we are going to implement it.
Okay, and the men have I believe 4 of them. One of them was a minor and is being dealt in juvenile court, but the 4 adults have attended a pretrial hearing. What do you expect next? I know the judge has closed this case to the media. So what can we expect, and when do we expect it to go to trial?
Right, now the next step is going to be there will be arguments on the framing of the charges. Then the witnesses and the evidence will start up. So definitely, even if it is a fast-track trial, you need to expect that this is going to take somewhere around 1 year in completion of all the proceedings. And then the accused can be found guilty or innocent, whatever is the case. But at present, as a juvenile, there is an involvement of a juvenile. Yes, he cannot be basically imprisoned as per the juvenile law for more than 3 years. This is a fact and this is a loophole in the law. We cannot ignore it.
Okay, thanks very much for joining us from New Delhi. For more on that story, you can go to WSJ.com. I'm Deborah for the Wall Street Journal Digital Network.